Hello everyone and welcome back to Daily Game Review number 46. I apologize for taking a month off. I recently had to move unexpectedly and we've been getting adjusted to a new place, new internet, and it's taken several weeks. So I apologize for the delay in the Daily Game Review series, but we are back and with another game. So in today's game we have Derpi's Puzzles 10Q and white being Timothy Champ, something like that. 9Q. So a 10Q versus 9Q. So we'll see how this game goes. All right. So first off, we see that black played a star point and played here. This is interesting because it doesn't let white get the conventional over here. So if black played here and white gets up here, not really. It's conventional, but this is kind of like flipping the board. So maybe it might be to make your opponent uncomfortable. Interesting strategy. Normally, I would recommend following it up on this side, though, like either here or here, because even though you got the first move over here, if white gets stone here, it feels like d17 was the wrong spot, because now white gets to approach d17 with support from the bottom left. So it's kind of uncomfortable. So normally, if you play d17, you want to continue with your follow-up on that side. So if you're wanted to Tanuki, I would recommend here and then go here. That way, your opponent doesn't get an approach with support. Instead, it's a blackstone. It's a little thing, though. Okay, in the game, white chooses the pincer, black goes here, and we play a Joseki. Okay. I think the Joseki's here, right? No, am I mistaken? Am I mistaken? Uh-oh, it's been a long time since I've seen this, guys. I know that you can go here, correct? No. That's not the one I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of this one. I'm thinking of this one. Or white goes this way. Yeah, this is the one I'm thinking of. This is the one I normally see, guys. The one I normally see. Then black, then white, then black, then white. Yep, that's the one I normally see. This one, however, normally if black goes here, white can just simply trade. If white doesn't, now it's complicated. Now it's complicated because I do want to consider this move. Now this move, if white takes, then this result is good for black because white should have just taken and black would have taken, and now black gets more territory, so it's good for black. So now white's going to have to exchange here. Well, now the situation's different. Now black can connect. So we'll see how this plays out. This looks good for white from what I'm reading. So I'm likely just don't know this Joseki. Yeah, because I think white can just go here and take the liberties, and black should die in this corner. So probably he's correct in the game. Either that, or maybe you should go here. This one looks good. This one looks good. So let's see, here. And this is going to be 3 liberties to 3 liberties. Black dies. Okay, maybe not good. Maybe not good. Uh-oh, I don't know Joseki. Let's see. Then exchange here. Well, then white takes. This looks good for white too. There's a mistake somewhere. This can't be a mistake. So what's the move here, guys? What is the move here? Can you go here? White takes, Atari, there, then white gets that. You can't double Hane, so you can't do that. Of course, white won't go down, because then it's that result. So that doesn't work. Okay, when in doubt, pull out your handy computer and look it up. And I'm looking it up on stream, or while I'm recording. That way I can show you guys on the video. I want to make sure to show you guys on the video. A good habit to get into is before looking it up, like I just did, try reading it out on your own. See if you can find a result on your own, and then look it up after that. That way, you'll understand it even better than if you would have just looked it up at the start. If you come up with your own moves, maybe, and you disprove them or something, when you see the actual result in a Joseki dictionary, it becomes much more obvious. Oh, I see, I see, I see. Okay, so actually, this move is the correct move. So that means Derpi knows more about this than I do. Cool. And why place here? Now, according to the Joseki dictionary, this is a mistake. Let's see if he punishes. He does not. The punishment is actually to go here. And you have to have this ladder. And white connects. Then you exchange this. And then I think you take the ladder. Yeah, and then you can just take the ladder. And this result's good for black, because the thickness is really large. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So this result's slightly favorable for black. The reason I know this is because whenever you're looking at comparing thickness to a corner, white's corner is 10 points. This black's thickness is influence. Now, the influence, if it's used in the best situation possible, is going to be bigger than the corner. However, the influence here and the corner, which is 10 points, is roughly equal because it's a Joseki that we all know. So when you're in doubt, you can come back to this Joseki and compare it. So if you compare it to the bottom right corner, the bottom right corner has 11 points. However, it's much more sealed in, and black is thicker on the outside than white is on the inside. Now, to retort this, if white goes here, black will have to exchange, and then white will get a slightly better result over here. But this Panuki is very powerful. I wouldn't underestimate it. But he does get a ladder breaker somewhere else on the board. So it's also possible for black back here to simply Tanuki and go play somewhere else, and then just get that later. White will get this move, however, which is quite annoying, so I wouldn't recommend it. If you really, really, really don't want to play the ladder, you could probably play something like this. But I would just go ahead and play the ladder, guys. In this situation, I would just go ahead and play the ladder. Would you go here or here? I think you can just go here. There's too many cuts. Okay, I don't even recommend this. Just play the ladder, guys. Just play the ladder. Locally, this result is good for black. The ladder is quite annoying, but it's a Panuki. You're super thick in this area. Trust me, guys. Thickness should not be underestimated. What is the actual Joseki? What is the actual Joseki? The actual Joseki... let's go back. The actual Joseki for white is actually this move. Then black plays doot 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 doot. Okay, then black plays this way. You could also exchange this sooner. It's also possible. And then you can just get an extension, and this would be okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. However, black got even more lines. And a lot of points over here. And this is going to be roughly 10. So we just need 7 points out here, which is possible. This results even. I think this is a good Joseki. You could also go here. According to the Joseki dictionary, you can go here. But since there's a black star point, I would just go here. Because you have support, so go on the 4th line to develop. Alright, so that's a lot for this corner. So we learned a new Joseki, guys. Well, I did. I don't know about you guys, but I did. And this result is even, it looks like, because white has Sente. However, globally, I feel like I like black's direction better than white's, because white doesn't have much development value and black does. So globally, I like black better on this specific board. But the Joseki itself is even, and then this direction of play I think is good for black, so I think black's a little bit ahead if he plays this way. So, a very interesting Joseki played out that way. However, this case, the players both messed it up, because this one is obviously not as good as the other one. Because you could have gone here first, and then gone here. This exchange is quite important. Alright, so what I recommend is if you don't know Joseki, or you play Joseki, make sure you look it up and study it afterwards. Try and read your own variations first when you study Josekis. Try and come up with your own moves. Try and come up with your own ideas, different variations you can try. And then after you read out and exhaust your reading, if you still don't see the result, or if you do think you see the result, try and compare it to the actual Joseki in the dictionaries, and then see what their result is compared to yours, and see how it works. And then you'll understand it much, much better, and are more likely to remember it in an actual game. Of course, the best way to remember a Joseki is to play it in a real game, but it's not exactly that simple since you can't always force your opponent to play the Joseki you want. However, in order to learn Josekis, that's the best method for studying it. And then just try and playing it in games when you get the chance, and then it'll be drilled into your head, and then you won't forget it for years until you play for like 8 years like I do, and then just forget it altogether. I still remember the other one though, but because that one I studied pretty thoroughly. I even made a video out of it, so I still remember it, but this one I didn't. So even I don't remember all the Josekis, so I still need to study as well. Alright, so moving on, White did get this move, which is quite big, because it will give a lot of follow-ups to this group later. I feel inclined to fix here, because there's so much Aji, but it's so slow, guys. It's just so slow to fix. So Black Tanukis, and White will have a lot of Aji here. There's also potential cut directly, and just a lot of endgame in general. So that shape is definitely not perfect. Alright, but now that we know that that's because of a Joseki mistake. So look it up, it's easy to solve. So let's move on even more. So Black plays this way, White extends, Black approaches. A high approach to a star point is not common, guys. This is normally not good. Actually, I've gotten away with never playing this move because I don't like it. Just a low approach is just good enough. There's no reason not to. White may pincer here, but then you get the corner, which is very nice. If White goes here, then you can easily live on the side with something like this. So it's perfectly fine just to approach here. I see nothing wrong with it. Going here, though, White's just going to steal your base and then start surrounding you. It looks like you want to get a 3-space extension, but this is right next to some White stones. And remember all those forcing moves? Yeah, so White's kind of thick here, so White can easily pull something like this off. Now, you can consider this variation as a possibility. But now we got to think, what other Aji do I have to worry about? So these are all the forcing moves that Black can consider, or White can consider. And then a potential Tsuji here to connect. It's quite nice, actually. You go here, I can start a Ko. Yeah, there's a lot of Aji in here. A lot of Aji in here. Lots and lots of Aji. And you shouldn't have that much when you could have just played somewhere else and kept it more simple. So likely you're going to have to play a 2-space high and just escape quickly, and then you don't have any points. So I think a low approach would have been a little bit better. This is definitely not right, because you can't extend all the way. Oops. Normally, if White responds, you want to extend all the way over here, but you can't. It's next to a White stone, so of course you don't play the Tiger's Mouth. Of course you don't play the Tiger's Mouth. You can't do that. This variation, there's way too much Aji. The Tiger's Mouth is only when you want to extend further. Otherwise, there's no reason not to connect here. The connection has to be better when you're trying to live and be more solid. This Tiger's Mouth is too loose, and this extension is too close to the Tiger's Mouth. Plus, there's Aji in here because this still exists. So this position is wrong for Black. All right, so White goes here. This is a little too direct because after this, White has a cut. So I think White could have done a little bit better there, but not impossible. Not impossible. I don't like this move because this says I want the influence and you're going to get the territory, right? But this influence has to get you something equal to this territory, because before you could have invaded this territory, right? So if you can invade this territory or at least reduce it at minimum, that means this move gives your opponent points. So you have to get something back. But it's really hard to get something when there's black stones in your thickness face. So you have to attack this black stones really severely. Now, granted, it's easy to take away the base and easy to take away Black's points. However, making points for White, which is what you have to do now because you made this exchange, is going to be difficult because Black can live easily, maybe with 1 or 2 points, so you can take the points easily enough. But how are you going to make points here when there's black stones? You can't kill him, so it's going to be really difficult. This is too loose. Just be more solid. There's no reason to be this loose. You're not attacking or anything. Just stay solid. Yep. So white, now going in here, you need to steal the base first, white. So remember, when you're attacking, take the base first and then surround. But if you just surround, well, he just lives. Yep, nice peep. Not a good idea to Tanuki yet. Does this fix this? If I go here, Hane, block, Atari, not quite. If I go here, you go up. I can Hane, you empty triangle, I connect. Not quite, huh? Not quite. But if I go here, you have this move. And then this move. So the eye shape still isn't good. Still isn't good eye shape. What about here? No. Difficult, difficult. Maybe just here. Oh, here we go. This is the move that you need. Yeah, this one works. This one works. Yep, this is the one you need. That means this move is a good defense. This move is a good defense because it immediately lives and has good eyes. This is not a good Tanuki because if white goes here, well, then you just kind of get destroyed. Alright, so that means black you Tanuki to weak group, which is not something you want to do. Okay, so white plays here. Good connection. Because now white can't escape. Well, white can with the ko. So still bad for black. Still bad for black. This is a nice resistance move, but white can still get out. If white plays it correctly. That's not a good peep. Just connect. Don't be crazy. Just connect and try and live. And it looks like you're going to have a really hard time to do it. So this is good for white. This is good for white. Alright, so white does connect, but it's not necessary yet. And until black takes one more liberty, it is not necessary. So go ahead and attack, because if you go here, black can't kill you. So you're not dead yet. So just go ahead and surround. Alright, and black escapes. White plays. Black plays. This is a good peep. Yeah. Yep, that's a good peep. Good surround. And good move for building this area, but you're not exactly alive yet. Forget that. Okay, nice run away. Nice run away. Oh, bad. Keep running away. Running away. If you jump out here and make the center, then this group's going to get severely attacked. So you need to be very, very careful here. Remember, defend your weak groups first before playing the big move. This is nice, but I would go ahead and take the profit here first. Force black to live somehow. And then after black lives, then you can go over here and start thinking about something. So you should do all this in Sente first. Attack weakness first before playing the big move. This is only a big move. That's not good. Just live. You're invading black. Just live. Don't be trying to fight. You're just gonna die. You're just gonna die. Hands down. Black should go here. This way, white has no really good moves. It's not a good move for white. This... Okay, now white has a chance to do something again. Careful, white. Yep. White messed up. Take the liberties. Take the liberties seems really important here. Taking the liberties feels really important here. Okay, now you need to get this move. You need this move before you die. You don't want white to get this move now that you're surrounded. You're gonna die if you aren't careful. Do you die? I think you die. Yep, you died. Can't do that. You have to go this way. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Game over. Game over. Yeah, that's game over. There's nothing you can do there. You lost way too many points there, and oh, actually, I said game over, but let me look at the result. Let me actually count because the bottom side was interesting. It should be game over because black lost all of his influence stuff and lost a lot of points on here. So here is 11, like we counted, 22. 28, 30, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50. So white has about 50. That's about 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 30. So black's losing by about like 20, around 20. And oh, no. I thought that died. Okay, that didn't die. Okay, my mistake. White. Should have exchanged this way back when. Should have got this exchange way back when. And then do all that. Oh, I thought it died. Whoopsies. I thought white had that move. Okay, so black didn't die. Okay, so that's 30, 40. Black had like 23, 25. But this, so about 30. The black's losing, but not game over yet, I think. Yeah, but it might be about to be game over here. Obviously, white should do this. And then surround. Much better. And that's just taking your own liberties. If the cutting stone won't die, then go ahead and surround. The cutting stone's not going to die. And you really want to surround this. Oh, the shape's so ugly there. Okay, this is too direct. You need to surround. Like, threaten to do this. For example, what about a clamp here? Threaten to. Or a split here. Surround both. Don't force your opponent to make good shape. Like, perhaps there's a Tsuji here later. Yeah, there might be a Tsuji later, so don't force your opponent to make good shape. That's not good. This is too little too late. He's already out and almost connected. And these two stones are too weak to do anything to this. So now I would start attacking this move, or this group. So push this group, and now make it really hard for black to survive. So this whole group's dying. So black's probably going to lose this game. At this rate, black's going to lose this game. White, you're losing track of the important stuff. Kill this if you can. Sacrifice 3 stones and kill it. Much better. Black, you're ignoring this group again, and so is white. Everyone's ignoring this group. Just go here, and black's dying everywhere. So this is not good for both players. Okay, there we go. And black's surrounded. Okay, so now black has to live. It's going to be decently difficult. Should be. That's not a false eye. That's not a false eye. Black. That's an eye. But I suppose he's worried about this, because if he goes there, I go here. So he has half an eye here right now and half an eye here. How does he live? That's how. He gets 2 moves in a row. Crap. Not enough liberties to pull it off? Can you not pull it off? So in the game, black lived pretty easily. No. Just go here. But then black goes here. Then I go here. Oh, no. I go here, black goes here. I think those exchanges are pretty good for white. Yep, no way to take that eye. Okay. So white goes here. So now that's alive. Now we're in endgame. That's a big exchange. I would go ahead and make the points here. And then just play some endgame. Just play a good endgame, and white should win. Now white's pushing black into here. So if black doesn't die, white just lost a lot of points. And now black connected. Whoa, that's a horrible exchange. Let's go here. But now white can go here, though. This is the way to get cut off. And that's too much. That's too much. You can't lose that corner. That's way too big. All right, so that's game over. All right, so I'm going to stop the review here because black died in the corner, and you can't just give up a corner like that and not get something in exchange. So black, you need to protect your weaknesses sooner rather than later. Before tanuking, protect your weaknesses. You also need to keep track of the liberties and stuff, so do more go problems. So I recommend fix your weaknesses before you do anything else, and then when you're in these contact fights, make sure you read everything as well as you can. So do go problems to advance your reading there, and then in the game, just try and push yourself as far as you can. All right, well, that was an interesting game, guys. Thanks for submitting it, and I apologize for the huge delay. Hope everyone enjoyed it, and yeah, so remember, if you want to submit your own game for a chance to get it reviewed, please see the link in the description below. And if you like this series and you like my videos and you want to support me as an instructor, please go to patreon.com/Clossi and consider donating. You can also get rewards like lessons at a discount price for doing monthly donations. So please consider that and click the link in the description below just to go to there, or type it in manually, patreon.com/Clossi. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Until then, see you.